The episode begins at the Halovar estate, where Teor Pridesire is formally inducted into the service of the Candescent Creed. Teor meets the imposing Sir Felonious Halovar and his two magical dogs, Wrath and Judgment, whose constant angelic singing can confuse spellcasters.
My name? I am Sir Felonious Halovar. These are my dogs, Wrath and Judgment. I can't tell which one is which, but then again, when it comes to Wrath and Judgment, who can?
Indeed.
Given a pouch of coins, Teor is sent to the Mercanord Couturier to be outfitted for his new station. Meanwhile, Sir Julien Davinos leaves his family's palazzo, intending to find Taisha to get a lead on the whereabouts of House Tachonis. In the bustling Ogrimok marketplace, he and Teor cross paths. The two men have a tense but outwardly polite conversation, with Teor mentioning his new employment with the Candescent Creed.
If you find yourself in need of business with the Candescent Creed, I have recently allied myself with them. You will find an ally, if you should need one.
As they part ways, Julien notes that Teor is heading toward the Mercanord Couturier, a business rumored to be a front for the Halovars that specializes in making problems disappear. Deep beneath the Halovar estate, we return to Wicander, being brought before a horrifying secret. The source of the Candescent Creed's holy filament is a massive, chained celestial being. His grandmother, Yanessa, reveals that the entire religion is a fabrication designed to restore their family's power, and the filament is the Celestial's bodily fluids.
Is that creature's blood?
No, Wiki.
Oh.
They ain't got blood. It is light, but it's in his body, yeah. But it's also his spit. It's hard to say. It is light. It's just what he's made of, isn't it?
She further explains that the celestial Etheon is Wicander's grandfather, and that his own father was conceived via a blood magic ritual. Yanessa tells him that the Yazi's death was a political necessity, and that Wicander must stop being a true believer and treat the Creed as the tool it is.
The Creed is exactly what we need it to be.
It serves a perfect purpose, like a tool.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And a smith looking at a hammer and saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to let the hammer boss me around," that's demented.
Before he is dismissed, Yanessa casually mentions that she has already arranged for Teor to be taken care of.
Earlier you said to get rid of Teor. That Teor the lion fellow. Did you mean for me to get rid of him?
My grandson. I would never ask you to do such a thing. It's already done.
In the privacy of his chambers, Wicander confronts Tyranny, who confesses she knew the secret all along.
You knew? You knew?
Yeah.
How?
Okay.
Tyranny explains that her demon family has a long-standing arrangement with the Halovars, trading souls for filament, but insists her personal contract is with Wicander.
Your family has been in bed with my family for a very long time, okay? My maker, Ksharvi, the High Prince of Demonkind and the Shadow of Suffering, brought me to you to spread the word of the Candescent Creed. In exchange, he is getting filament. He is getting souls.
Realizing Teor is in mortal danger, they resolve to rescue him from the tailor shop, where he was sent to be eliminated.
But before I do, I really think we need to go warn that hairy man that he's about to die. Do you know where he might have gone?
Do I?
You know exactly where he would get sent.
At the Penteveral, Murray and Dean Tallbarrel are confronted by Lord Primus Tachonis, who is searching for his son, Octis. Murray antagonizes the powerful noble to protect Octis, narrowly resisting a magical curse from Primus.
There's something wrong with your teeth, certainly.
Oh, yeah, you like them?
No.
Oh, well, fuck you.
Had you not been able to resist the spell, you would have spent a length of time unknown to you rolling a wisdom save at the beginning of every turn, and if failing, not being able to take an action during that turn. The spell feels
Flames
like
on the side of my face. Okay.
ice cold.
Realizing the danger, Murray flees to find Azune and warn Octis. Meanwhile, at the Crow Keeper's headquarters, Thimble, Catigan, and a disguised Octis find themselves in a sudden brawl after mentioning the name Casimir. During combat, Thimble threatens one of the thieves.
Call up your henchmen! Alright, slice off his balls!
Solomon says, "You're gonna slice balls with a sewing needle. That'll take all day."
The thieves quickly overwhelm the trio, capturing Thimble in a sack and pinning Catigan's wolf, Wulfric. Just as the situation seems hopeless, Valis crashes through a window to join the fray. Valis turns the tide, swiftly killing the rogue holding Thimble and then executing the guildmaster Solomon with a blast of dark energy, causing the remaining thieves to flee in terror.
18 points of damage.
God damn!
And I feel like the guiding bolt, if you do see it, it's just black, dark energy.
Hell yes. And it surges forward from you, slams into Solomon's chest for 18 points of damage, and he shudders back, falls to the ground, dead.
I walk right over to him.
You step over, he is dead. You see the chill of death moves out over all of the Crow Keepers here in this moment. You still have a bonus action.
I'm just going to start swinging my sensor and look at the rest of them. Run.
The group interrogates the last remaining Crow Keeper.
Can I take my whip around the bottom of his ankles and make him sit?
He slams into a chair in front of you.
He's all yours. Can I take my whip around the bottom of his ankles and make him sit?
He slams into a chair in front of you.
He's all yours.
So, we tabulated his debt, told him he had a certain amount of time to get back to us to make everything right. And he made it all right yesterday.
He explains that Casimir was then confronted by Teor's brother, Sid, who stole a deed to a stronghouse in Gormalay from him, with Casimir and his crew giving chase.
He came in screaming about, "Where's the wagon? We're already too late." And he saw the money on the table, and Sid grabbed that deed of title and ran out the door. And Kaz and his boys took after him. It's the last we saw Kaz.
The party realizes Casimir must have sold Valis's stolen stone and other treasures to acquire his newfound wealth, and they now have a new destination, Gormalay. Teor arrives at the Mercanode Couturier and is greeted by the twin owners, who offer him a glass of sherry, which turns out to be poisoned. He recognizes the scent of the incense in the shop from a fiendish battlefield and becomes wary, but is quickly paralyzed by 2 simultaneous hold-person spells before he can react.
I got you, baby. You see, in this moment, that you are hit with 2 hold person spells at the same time, one of which you fail critically. As your body seizes, and the divine sense still lingering, powerful, fiendish magic.
Hours later, Wicander and Tyranny arrive and bluff their way inside, claiming they have new orders from the Halovars to take custody of Teor themselves.
We have orders from up top to fetch our guest and deal with him ourselves.
What she said.
The ruse works, and the fiendish tailors release a poisoned Teor, who they had suspended in a magical circle while they were cutting his literal shadow to pieces.
And you are suspended with arms over your head in manacles in the center of a massive 9-pointed pentagram in the basement of the tailor's shop. And you see the shears were cutting your shadow into pieces.
Once outside, Wicander uses his magic to cure Teor's poisoned condition. The scattered groups begin to converge back at Hallandil's home, where Julien confronts Thimble, Velis, and Octis.
I would ask you kindly to reconsider your tone in the face of your betters.
I know you're not my better. I see you.
The flutter of my wings is very loud against your ears as I fly away.
You go to fly away, and the gauntlet in hand moves rapidly from underneath his cloak and goes to grab the back of your wings to hold you in place.
Julien warns that Octis is in grave danger and convinces him to come to the Palazzo Divinos for safety, with Velis accompanying them. Soon after, Hallandil and Taisha return, and upon learning Octis has gone with Julien, a furious Taisha transforms into a wolf to track them down. The house soon fills as Azune and Mari arrive, followed shortly by Teor, Wicander, and Tyranny. With everyone sharing their harrowing experiences, it becomes clear that none of them are safe in Dol-Makjar any longer.
I have recently learned that my entire life's a lie, and everything I've believed since childhood has been a string of delusions and manipulations to... I'm having a very bad day.
A new party forms to head north to Gormalay in pursuit of Casimir, consisting of Teor, Thimble, Catagan, Wicander, and Tyranny. Azune and Murray remain in the city to continue their own fight, while Hallandil, now armed with his late brother's sword, stays to protect his family. At the Palazzo Divinos, Julien, Velis, and Octis are welcomed by Julien's father, General Raymond, and Lady Yanessa Royce. While Yanessa questions Octis in a private room, Velis stands guard in the garden, sensing Taisha's wolf form approaching and magically commanding a guard to open a gate for her. Suddenly, the estate is attacked. An invisible Tachonis assassin appears and brutally kills General Raymond.
Julien, I wanted to say that a hand from an invisible figure reaches forward as the invisibility is dropped, and a black-clad member of House Tachonis reaches their hand up immaterially through the skin, under his jaw, reaches inside his head, and pulls his skull out of his head immaterially. Letting go, it becomes corporeal again, and suddenly The upper half of his spinal cord and skull is out in front of the flesh of his head, and he dies instantly, collapsing to the ground.
Simultaneously, Octis and Yanessa are ambushed by ghouls led by Octis's own brother, Ethrand, who orders them to cut Octis open and place a mysterious black stone inside him.
Put him on the table. Open him up. And we'll put the stone where it belongs.
With one party fleeing north into the dangerous wilds, the allies remaining in Dol-Makjar are caught in a violent and deadly power play by House Tachonis. Now, they must fight for their lives against the encroaching shadows.